respect. Elon Musk to discriminate against foundational Black Americans. Let me say that again for the sleaze no T's nors and the B's neck. Elon Musk is actively suing the federal government for his right. He said it is his God-given right to discriminate against Black people in this country. I would ask y'all, what you think about it, but I don't care. I don't care. As me being a foundational Black American, I don't care how you think about it. That is insane. What's up with it, my guy? Good afternoon. We're talking about Mr. Elon Musk and his lawsuit against the federal government because he wants to be able to discriminate against Black. Why y'all want to discriminate against Black people? You know what I'm saying? Why? Why would that even be, in your clause in your lawsuit? You got everything in the world you want. Why you want to discriminate against us? It is, everybody's God-given right to discriminate against whoever you want to. Don't get it twisted. I understand. That should be your God-given right. This year has brought, they mask it by saying it's an immigrant crisis. They mask by saying Black fatigue. All of a sudden, everybody, they tired of Mexican and Black people. Why? It's not your problem. Even Charlie Kirk. Black people weren't Charlie Kirk's problem. If Black people were Charlie Kirk's problem, why did he get assassinated by a white man? Why did Charlie Kirk get assassinated by a white man, but he claims that Black people are the problem? Thank you for the sub. Black people are the problem. Charlie Kirk didn't even live in an impoverished neighborhood. He didn't live nowhere near where Black people were at. But yet and still, Black people were his focal point. That they were on his mind. Shiloh Hendricks, white lady playing in the park with her kid. I guess a little Black boy who is non-FBA. That's besides the point. Allegedly stole one of her kids' toys. She curled out and called him a nigger. Guess what? They paid her followers. She had a following like King Solomon after this, because that's what everybody wants to hear. And she made over $800,000, probably close to $1 million. I don't know. I tell you, immediately after I went to the park, man, and started finding the first Black baby I could find. Man, you know what I'm saying? What? But I'm just saying that to say this, man. People, the world is getting crazy, man, and people are capitalizing off of this ignorance and hatred. People are capitalizing off of it, and it's these people in power who want the masses divided. They want us at each other's throat. They want a race riot. That's what they want. You see, they didn't let the chain off of this dude, Chad the Builder. He's finally facing charges. He should have been facing charges a long time ago. The Fed should have been. See, here's the thing. Let me say this real quick, man. You have the right to say whatever you want, right? You can get on here and say all type of derogatory stuff. Let me look at this comment. Somebody probably saying something stupid. Guarantee it. I'll read that in a minute. But you don't have the, you you don't get to change the outcome or the consequences of what you say. You don't have the right to dictate what happens to you after you say it. Yeah, you can get on here and call me the N-word. You can say whatever you want to say. That's cool. But I know you wouldn't say it to my face, you know? And why would you want to say some things like, why? Yeah, you can say it, But the deeper issue is, why would you want to? What's going on, Scott? Big Scott, what's the deal? We have to learn as human beings to love one another. Aside from uh how we look, how we differentiate. Elon Musk is a piece of shit. Let's just be honest about it. He very well knows what he's doing. They want us divided. They want us at each other's throat. And this dude Chud the Builder had to find out the hard way. He actually shot himself in the process of shooting somebody else, and now he's facing an attempted murder charge. Good for him. Good for him, because we don't need that type of behavior, that type of language in our country. We going through enough shit as it is. The government knows that. They pitting us against each other. Meanwhile, they getting rich hand over fist, man. They getting rich hand over fist. That's what it's all about. If we keep these guys down here fighting with one another, they ain't gonna know our ulterior motives and goals because they too distracted. They're too distracted with Chud the Builder. The goofiness that Elon Musk. Imagine that. You being one of the richest people on the planet, and you saying, it's my God-given right to discriminate against black people. It is. I agree. For those of you who just came in, and salute to y'all, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, I appreciate it. But yeah, you do have the God-given right to discriminate against people. But who cares? Who cares? I don't. Since this person has been in office, there's been an influx of division. I know y'all feel it. I know y'all feel it in the air, man, when you come outside. I know you feel that things are different, man. People are different. Things are different. It just don't feel the same the way it used to. Because people are spewing a lot of hatred, a lot of rhetoric. The more people that don't get along, the more money they make. Exactly. Exactly. Like I said, it's divide and conquer. They don't want the left hand to know what the right hand is doing. I don't have to come on here and say, you know, who all I'm friends with and who all I'm associated with. I don't have to. I'm not a racist. I've never been a racist person. Yeah, one of my best friends is white. Absolutely. Racism and hatred is taught in the home. Racism is a form of ignorance. It's damn near uh borderline retardation. Because how could you hate somebody for being born the way they were born? They didn't have no choice in the matter. They didn't get to pick in the womb, who they are and what, you know what I mean? We gotta love each other. Yeah, we definitely gotta love each other, man. We definitely have to love each other, man. 'Cause we all we have. The government, if you're looking for the government to come in and help, they not coming to help. 17,000 jobs were just lost with the Spirit Airline company. UPS is doing mass layoffs. If you got a job right now, you're fortunate. They don't care about the American people. This is what they want. See, if we starve them out and cut their jobs off, they'll be forced to rely on the government. They have to do the universal basic income thing, where they spoon feed you how much money they want you to have. They can control and monitor where you're going, what you're doing at all times, like they're doing now, but more closely under a microscope. Because why? You rely on them. If they suck out all the jobs, if they use automation, which they're doing now, to drive these trucks, to drive these cars, to do the jobs that me and you would have normally done, they don't have to pay us. I've been called racist my whole life because of where I grew up and I still live. Yeah, man. I believe that racism is an institution. Can people be racist? Yes, but it's more so of an institution, institutional racism, where they blockade a particular class of people. But what's happening is the federal government want us to be blind to what's really going on. And if they have us distracted with these wars, these fake wars, these proxy wars, and these like I said, these chud the builders, these distractions, man. I believe he's a federal pawn. There ain't no such thing as no chud the builder, because why wouldn't the FBI wouldn't got it caught on his trail a long time ago? Like I said, man, you can say what you want to say, man, but just because you could don't necessarily mean that you should, right? I can go on here and cuss all you out and block y'all and do. Why would I do that? It's got to be some type of ulterior motive to me doing it, right? And that's what these guys are doing, um, creating conflict and confusion amongst the masses. But hey, y'all, thank you all for tuning in, man. This is your host, Most the Great, Day Late, Dollar Short News, live and direct, where we ride for respect. I got to get up off in here, man, and put some work in real quick, y'all. In the meantime, in the in-between time, man, y'all stay blessed. Salute to all the new subscribers. It is greatly appreciated. Make sure you smash that like button, and share this video, hype the video up, and all that old good stuff, man. Most Great Day Late Show. We out.